what's going on? It's Ron, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Rewrite Inventory demo. I'm just going to be giving constructive criticism in this video. I'm also going to be saying the things I dislike and like about it so far. And yes, I know it's very early working on this inventory. I'm also going to show you a new map concept that I really like a lot. It's really cool. Anyway. Yeah, let's jump right in. This Rewrite Inventory demo, I feel like it took longer than I thought. They had a while because they were working on this and we didn't know, because Gus stated that while they were only releasing skins, he was getting Robux, as well as they were working on new concepts. You would think that they'd be way farther along in this, but it's here nonetheless, so let's start.
Hey, what's up everyone? Whoblocks2 here, going to be showing off some of the stuff we've been working on for the Apocalypse Rising rewrite.
So right off the bat, you can notice that there's no breathing yet. No breathing animation. I feel like that should be in the game. I'm sure they're working on it now, just saying. He's also, by the way, he's using Dirk as the preview town, just letting you know.
Right off the hop, I'm going to go ahead and say that a lot of what you're going to see
I don't think right off the hop is an actual saying. Anyway.
In this video is placeholder and temporary.
Okay, so that's good. Everything is placeholder and temporary, so if you don't know what that means, they aren't final at all. They're not even close to being done. So me saying breathing animation, that is probably going to be a thing, but all of these things are placeholder, which means that they're working, but they're not final at all. They're just there to have I guess a baseline to start from, if that makes any sense. If you have any questions about that, leave a comment below.
Like this character and the animations are not going to see their way into the final game. In fact, they might even get their own little video showcasing some of the actual animations when we go and do them, but for the time being, we'll just have to deal.
If you notice on the over here, there's seems to be a glitchy particle thing. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's the recording software he's using, but anyway, something I wanted to point out.
Go with this dorky, silly, goofy-looking character, and you'll also have to deal with some of the information overload that is the current debug UI, but don't worry, that'll all be fixed too.
I think that's what he means by the buildings.
So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. I've gone ahead and already collected a bunch of stuff to showcase and play around with. We'll start with the backpack. So currently in APOC, to pick up a backpack when you don't have one, you just click it.
That's really nice. I like that. I hope they add back when you hover over something, there's the text of what it is. I like that. Even though it's super glitchy at the moment in the current game, and they're probably not going to fix that, of course. What I want to see with backpacks, speaking of backpacks, is things hanging off of your backpack with their own physics, maybe swinging a little bit, because Roblox has implemented some of, see these things? I don't know what they're called, I'm not a builder, but they've made it to where you can swing stuff off of them, and that's really cool. They should add that with the items on the backpacks. It would add more survival aspect to the game, and you'd also be able to see what the person has if you want to hold them up, and I know handcuffs will be a thing in the future, hopefully. I'm hoping.
Done. Picked it up. We don't have models set up because, like I said, character isn't complete yet, so just pretend there's a backpack on them right now. But we'll go ahead and press G, and we'll see it right here.
Alright, so here's our first look at the inventory. It looks nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. But, yes, I know it's a huge work in progress. I don't know why skins is there. I don't know if he's gonna... they can't be transferred, like you said. I guess that's just there for show. Options, this is all great. I like the stats being there. It needs to say head, backpack here, like the slot before you put it in. It needs to say that in order for it to be nice. Other than that, I like the grid system. You can carry a whole inventory if you wanted to.
Backpack, again, to remind everyone, this is just debug UI. This is not the final image or thing.
So as you can see here, equip slots icons will be a thing. Okay, so what I just said is moot.
It will represent a backpack, we'll have an actual image for it, and all that nice stuff. They won't have the text, it'll look a lot nicer. So to explain what's going on here, because everyone was pretty concerned that it would be kind of complicated, the vicinity, and the ground container. This basically just represents anything on the ground that's near your character. So near my character is nothing, so we'll walk over to the helmet.
If you see the head, whenever he's moving his camera around, moves as well, and I'm so glad that that is in the game now. I'm so happy, because now you can see where people are looking. It'll be a lot easier to sneak up on people. I hope in the future it's a lot more noticeable and less subtle, because it's really subtle at the moment. Yes, I know it's all placeholder and everything's set to change. Please, when you work on it, that head needs to move quite a lot more. Anyway, yeah.
And we see it on the ground here. We can click and drag to equip it, or we can just drag it back on there to unequip it. Same idea with backpacks and other items.
If you notice, I think he tried to hide this, so you see how he's about to drop it in these 4 quadrants here, or 4 squares?
On there to unequip
so he clicks it, and it goes back to the top left here. Yeah, I think that's probably a bug at the moment, and I'm kind of disappointed to see that. I don't want to see bugs in a game that they've had so long to work on while we were buying skins blindly, and we had no idea that we were just buying skins just because they were working on something else. They had so much time to work on this, and a bug that's that simple is pretty disappointing.
Same idea with backpacks and other items. If you just click on it, you can equip it right there.
Oh, okay, mouse hover text will be a thing as well. Alright, so, yeah.
If we didn't want it equipped, we can drag it into our backpack, but we don't really want the helmet.
Okay, so if you see, he did drop that thing here. He dropped the Ballistic Desert helmet in his backpack.
If we didn't want it equipped, we can drag it into
right there, and it
our
landed
backpack
perfectly. It just doesn't work for the ground, and that needs to be fixed.
But we don't.
Honestly, the ground shouldn't even have grids. I think it should just be clear, and yeah, because it can hold an unlimited amount. There should not be grids here, I feel like, because in DayZ, it's not like that in DayZ.
Don't really want the helmet right now, so we'll just leave it there. So what you'll probably have noticed too is if we get rid of the backpack and get flung up in the air a bit, the inventory doesn't have anything in it. There's no containers to put this in. We can't do it.
See how the inventory is clear? That's what I'm saying. The ground should be like that and just have everything there. It'll be nice. And players will spawn with shirt and pant containers, I hope. But that'd be cool if you spawn on the beach with nothing, like just butt naked on the beach. That'd be awesome.
So if we equip the backpack, we now have a grid of slots that we can put items into.
So he's about to say something, and I'm going to get into detail about the container size. And I know it's all in a work in progress. Just bear with me.
Currently, backpacks create the biggest grids, or container grids. Shirts can create grids. Go ahead and find a shirt here. Pants, I guess. Let's make sure not to drop these this time. Pants can
I get it, because he made a dropping the pants video.
can create grids, so you see the camo special bottom correlates with this one right here, the pants. Again, sorry, it's just debug UI, it's kind of confusing to look at, but there will actually be a picture of pants here.
From all the time that they've had, they should have had someone working with the GUIs. Also the guns for APOC. What is he doing? Who is it, Onage Sauce? He should be working constantly on the gun. I don't even think they're finished right now. I haven't looked because I'm tired of looking. He finished all the other guns in like a week, but now he has like 3 left. I guess he's taking his time so these guys can work on whatever they need to work on. But this is taking way too long.
This created this container. We can just minimize these if we wanted. Fanny packs we've decided to treat as belts.
You totally missed that fanny pack, bruh.
Now,
there you go.
pick that one up. You'll see it right here. Drop it, pick it back up again, equip it into the slot, and it creates its own inventory container right there with its own grid size that's separate from all the other ones. And that's around the gist of how you actually build up an inventory. Or
so when he says building up an inventory, look at how much space you can carry another backpack in a backpack. I doubt that'll be in the game. The way I play the game, I hold people up and I don't rob them, but I do ask them to drop their gun, and then I give them things, because there's no other way to play the game anymore besides getting one-shotted. You're able to carry a gun, a secondary, ammo, a hats, and like all kinds of stuff, whatever you want. I don't want to hold up a guy with 2 fouls in his inventory with a bunch of drum mags and then have, a foul on him already, like, as a primary. And then I ask him, drop your stuff or whatever, and he's got 2 fouls in his backpack to kill me with. That's why handcuffs need to be in the game so I'm able to check whatever I want. Anyway.
Sizable inventory. The only other thing that I couldn't actually find the item for is the shirts and vests. So you can add even more containers by finding the right shirt and the right vest in each tier of item. So like military items to civilian to just, I don't know, whatever's in between.
He couldn't find the ID for the shirt or vests. Gus should tell WhoBlocks2, who is the person making the video, the IDs for the shirt, right? If not, make one, dude. Like, if he can make this inventory thing, can he just make a shirt in 2 seconds to drag around? Anyway.
Have different sized containers, so the military backpack is currently 10 by 10. Apparently causes you to jump. The survival backpack is, I think, 6, so 10 by 6. So there's still a reason to want to update your backpacks. Those extra 2 rows are pretty handy. So for things like guns, it's the same idea as anything else. You can just click on it to equip it, or you can hit G, drag it into its slot to equip it. You don't necessarily even have to equip your guns like that anymore. Whereas in the old Apocalypse Rising, you couldn't really store too many things in your inventory if you wanted to have an extra gun. You can do that now.
Okay, so you see what I'm talking about? You just put a friggin' Mosin Nagant has even more space. Have you seen the size of a Mosin Nagant? You can't fit that in a backpack? What is it, fold in half? No. And he friggin' put another pistol in there as well. He's about to put a pistol
in. You can have really whatever you want in your inventory. There's
put whatever you want in your inventory.
Amount of
that is actually
limitations as it stands right now, but that's totally up to or subject to change, I should say.
Okay.
So I wouldn't expect things.
So he's saying that
things like this to really make it into the final game.
Yeah, so things like that are not going to make it in the final game, and look at that little glitch there. So you're not going to be able to carry as much stuff. What I said earlier, you can carry a whole inventory, or you can carry nothing at all, is basically what I'm thinking.
But who knows? They could. In the event that you ever wanted to drop anything too, you can just drag it off the screen like that. If you wanted to drop something you have equipped, you can go ahead and drop it like so.
And note, I don't know if you've seen, there's no icons anywhere except for the Roblox thing up there. Settings, but there are no hunger icons, and I'm sure they're working on that, but they should have those at least somewhere, not working, but somewhere, man. We want to see what these things will look like.
For the purposes of the video, we'll pick most of this back up and just toss it into here. Sure, why not? That works. Equipping items that you have in your inventory when you have something equipped just replaces them. In the event that the item that it's moving back in doesn't have enough space, it will drop it on the ground. I have a bit of a bad setup here and I can't really showcase that. You'll just have to believe me. So if I was to get rid of this backpack, it drops it everything. The fanny pack will drop that. Pants will drop that. We're back to nothing. Everything that I had is on the ground here in front of me. And it's all visible on the ground, just like in regular APOC. And really that's the basics of the new inventory. I know a lot of people were really concerned with how quick it would be to use it. One of the big complaints was that it looked kind of clunky, and I hope that maybe seeing it in action you will have changed your mind.
Personally, it doesn't look clunky to me. I think it looks really nice, and it looks like something I would enjoy using in APOC. Yeah, I like it. I like the inventory. And
maybe finally getting to use it, will really change the minds of everyone who still had kind of doubts after seeing this.
I don't know if you just noticed, but he could pick up literally everything he wanted just now. I mean, he could have a foul, like, along this whole thing with a bunch of food and, like, ammo and whatnot. Weapons definitely need to be taking up way more space than they do, and when you put them in your inventory, they need to have the attachments on them, not separate. I hate that. I want to switch my guns and have their own attachment. I think that would be a really big advantage, and I think that would be really nice to have, so you don't have to repeatedly keep putting attachments on your gun. I feel like that would be a really good addition to the game.
So there's not much else I can really say. Again, I'm sorry we didn't have icons ready by the time we wanted to do this.
Well, at least he apologized for being so late.
So everything is just full of debug text and looks nasty, but I promise once we get all those icons in, it'll look nice and pretty. And I guess that's something to look forward to in the coming update videos. You can probably expect one on the character and the character animations once we get that done. I'm not going to really comment on what else we might get done before that or after that, because quite frankly, we're not 100% sure.
He hasn't even finished. He's not even almost done with the inventory. He's still got to put in the icons. He's got to make sure the zombie kills, people killed, days survived is fixed. On the right side, they need to add bandit kills. They need to add hero kills. They need to bring back the hero badges and the bandit badges. Statuses, hero status, bandit status, nomad status. If you kill a certain amount of zombies without killing anybody, you're a nomad. Heroes killing bandits. There needs to be a humanity system like there is in DayZ and Dead Zone. I feel that would add a lot of spice to the game. I really do, because you would know who's friendly, who's not, how to play the game. This game needs to be a more survivory game. It's called Apocalypse Rising. I think the new version will be called Undead Rising. It's a zombie apocalypse. You don't need to kill everyone. It's not Call of Duty. These things will make the game 100% better, and I guarantee it. Adding the hero badge back will make the game more fun. A lot of hackers might try to get it, but it will make it more fun. I can guarantee it.
Anyways, this has been a brief little update video showcasing some of the inventory and the item systems. I'm pretty sure I covered everything I needed to. We'll definitely be looking into any feedback you guys leave on the subreddit, on the comments of this video. So feel free to voice your opinions. We'd love to hear them. And thanks for watching. See you all next time.
Alright, well that's the video, and here he adds text. We still have a lot of UX work to do before the inventory is complete. But we thought we'd share the first functioning build and update everyone before we started on that. We would love to hear your feedback. Without your input, we can't make this game as good as it could be. Wait, what? More awkward update videos to come. Soon, trademark. Ronnie Boy will be here to review that.